Good morning, fellow autoimmune warriors. I'm about to do my second Enbrel injection at home. Those of you who saw last week saw that I was kind of sort of a big old baby. I anticipate I'm going to be a big old baby again today. I'm going to show you what happened after my injections last week. I'm going to try to anyways. So I ended up developing an injection site reaction at the injection that I gave myself last week. As well, one then popped up from the previous week's injection too. Now, the thing that concerned me the most was the fact that my cheeks also kind of got really red at one point in time. This was all started the day after last week's injection, so I was a little bit nervous. Obviously, I'm a little nervous for today's because I've read other people who've had injections, and apparently they pop up at all your previous injection site reactions. So my doctor said, like she usually does, well, you can stop taking it if you want to, which wasn't really what I wanted to hear because I do think I had some benefits starting after the first injection. I felt less fatigue, which is a really positive thing for me, and my pain was different last week. I will say that along with less fatigue, I also have noticed a decrease in my pain up until about 2 days ago, and the last couple days have been pretty rough. So I've had to take some NSAIDs, one dose of a steroid, and some gabapentin. But up until that point, I actually had a night where I slept really well. In fact, I kept waking up thinking, why am I not hurting? So I'm willing to give this a try. My doctor suggested that I try some Benadryl this week prior to the injection, so I'm feeling a little loopy. Again, I had intended to take it with someone here, but it took me a little too long to get ready to take the injection. So I do have, fortunately, I already have an EpiPen, and I have this lovely box of medications that my ENT has given me in the past to try prior to an EpiPen. I just hope I don't need any of them. Now I remember. I've read people saying that they ice the site prior to the injection to see if that will help reduce the injection site reaction. So today, that's the one thing I forgot. I think I'm going to try icing for a moment or two just to see. I'm not really sure how that's going to prevent the hypersensitivity reaction, but let's give it a try. So, ice pack. I'm sticking with my stomach just because I keep reading things about people saying it does hurt more in the thigh, and I got plenty of fat on my stomach. I really don't have that much on my thighs. My thighs are still pretty good and tight and not a lot of excess tissue. So we're gonna try that. As well, this week I am more prepared because Enbrel sent me my packet and I'm not just using a sample from the doctor. So we have an actual alcohol pad, as well as even little Band-Aids, compliments of Walgreens Alliance, and the Sharps container. I also went ahead and took the Enbrel out of the refrigerator last night. My nurse had told me I could do that. Now that I've actually read more of my little Enbrel guide, I see here that it can be out of the refrigerator for up to 14 days. So, I also, I guess, looking at things, saw that you're supposed to avoid scars, including stretch marks, which on my stomach, thanks to my first darling child, I'm kind of covered in stretch marks. Now, according to my husband, they aren't the big giant ones that are down lower, but still, I'm trying to go in a different location, just south of a freckle, I think, today, a little higher up, so maybe we can avoid a stretch mark to see if that will make any difference at all. And I intend to put a cortisone ointment around the site, not on the site, after I'm done, just to see what we can do to limit any of this. So, here we go. I'm scared. Again. Gotta wash my hands. Just like they say. Thoroughly wash your hands. So I am thoroughly washing my hands. You know, I have just recently showered. Can't be too careful, right? Continuing to ice my location just because why not? Okay, so apparently One of the questions I was asked too by people who have had injection sites was, did I use an alcohol swab or regular alcohol? Yes, I used regular alcohol last week. This time we're going for the swab. People do recommend as well that make sure your skin is completely dry. I thought it was dry, but who really knows at this point? Shouldn't take alcohol that long to dry. So I think I'm 2 inches from my belly button here. I'm also going to swab the end of the injector. Oh God. I'm a little loopy from the Benadryl, I'm not gonna lie. I also have a headache from the Benadryl that I did not have earlier. Oh, okay, yep, that was the right button. Once again, inspecting your Enbrel. Hands are already shaking. Looky there. It's time to commit, folks. So, I think that's gotta be about 2 inches away. Oh, look, it's my trusty friendly Chihuahua come to, hey Shuggy, tell everybody hi, come to give me some moral support again. Don't know where all the rest of my pets are that should be giving me moral support, but I will say that after last week's injection, and I freaked the hell out a little bit, I have a therapy dog in there. She didn't know she was a therapy dog. She's a little 4-month-old puppy. We're gonna go for another massive walk to walk off this freak out, because I'm sure I will have one. Okay, do we assume that we're dry? I think so. Okay. Freak out begins. I see a freckle. Oh, I will say, I honestly did not notice the light last time. Not really sure, again. Afraid about pinching the skin, I don't know. You think that would help? I don't know why it would. I mean, it's an auto-injector. Okay, guys, here we go. Is everybody ready? Feel like I'm 2 inches away from my belly button? 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's not burning as much. Oh, there it comes. There comes the burn. Still not as bad as last time. I think having it out overnight helped. It does hurt. I am shaking. I'm not crying today. Boom. We're done. Here comes the burn. Not as bad as last time. Ooh, I can't believe it. We did it. Again, guys. Fellow autoimmune warriors. Success. I'm going to open another pack and just go ahead and clean this up because it did touch my big old belly. You know what? I'm not burning as bad as last time, because by this time last week, I'll be honest, I was crying. But my dog's still getting her walk. Cortisone cream. Here's what we're going to do, because I'm really not wanting to have another one of these fun reactions. But if I do, so be it. I'm just going to rub this around the area. I had to have been 2 inches away from my belly button, right? All right, guys, I'm not crying. It's not burning. Not yet an anaphylactic shock. Let's see if we can avoid that too, okay? I'm gonna go take my dog for a walk and not freak out. Peace out. See you next time.